young man tries to get a second effort. You can tell he's moving so slowly in the ring. He's winded, he's beat on real bad. He threw a chop of his own. It just didn't have the effect that D.L. Cools did. Went for a splash in the corner, and he got caught in the eyes by something Cool had in his hand. And D.L. Cool used a foreign object. Santa Claus showing the foreign object. Hellraisers by disqualification. D.L. Cool attacked Santa Claus in the corner. D.L. Cool attacking those. D.L. Cool attacking old St. Nick. And the Hellraiser can't hardly get him up onto his feet.
There's 2 times in 2 years you cost me a match. Everybody here knows you put whatever it was out of your biggest drink. Santa Claus is going to fill D.L. Cool's Christmas stocking up with switches.
All right, fans, stay tuned for our main event.
First of all, with a combined weight of 519 pounds, here is the Power Crew. Big Bubba Brooks and Stasiak.
I'm sure Charlie's got that weight wrong, as Big Bubba Brooks weighs at least 450 pounds. I'm pretty sure that weight is incorrect. Now the juvenile delinquent.
And their opponent, with a combined weight of 388 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, here they are, the Flying Juvenile Delinquents, A.J. Frost and Nick Fury.
All right, fans, the juvenile delinquents in the Power Crew. A.J. Frost and Nick Fury comprising the delinquents to take on the Big Bubba Brooks and Steve Stasiak, the Power Crew. The bell sounds and a ring is filled with smoke from the smoke machine. Stasiak with a headlock. Fury for a hip toss. Stasiak with a fireman's carry. I'll tell you one thing, fans, this Steve Stasiak is a very good technical wrestler. He has a very nasty attitude in the ring, but he certainly has a great deal of technical ability. Hip toss being reversed by Nick Fury. Nick Fury with a drop kick. A.J. Frost dives out on the both men. The delinquents in the Power Crew crashing. The pair of planchas. And it appears It appears that Nick Fury just took a wild-looking crash landing. It appears that both of these men appear to be a little bit hurt. Stasiak taking a drop kick into the knee, and Fury drives his weight across the leg, and Stasiak trying to counter, trying to get out of this. Kick Stasiak in the side of the head. Stasiak with a chop. And Fury goes into a turnbuckle head first. Stasiak with a chop. Big Bubba Brooks choking Nick Fury. Bubba Brooks attacking Nick Fury. Nick Fury sent for the ride. Lariat just turned him inside out, fans. He cut a reverse 360-degree flip. Like I said, Big Bubba Brooks at least 450 pounds. Very, very powerful man. Power crew double teaming Nick Fury. Stasiak choking Fury. Bubba with a suplex on the Fury. AJ Frost interfering to break it up. Evidently having some technical problems with our sound equipment, fans. Fury being dropped head first across that turnbuckle. Stasiak with a boot across the back. Again, Stasiak kicking Nick Fury. Nick Fury responds, but you can tell this young man's weakened. Stasiak and Fury going toe-to-toe in the corner. Brooks nails Fury with a forearm shot. Fury going to be sent for the ride. Stasiak nails Fury with a lariat. Nick Fury needs a tag. The unknown referee getting on to AJ Frost, telling him to stay in his corner. AJ Frost once again making a save. Stasiak on him in the corner. Has Nick Fury up for a body slam, maybe? Power slam. Nick Fury gets out of it. Suplex by Fury. And Fury comes back strong. He shoves the unknown referee. He knows that he's not calling this thing down the middle. Stasiak sent for the ride. Nick Fury comes off. Stasiak delivers a spine buster. Count of two. AJ Frost and Big Bubba Brooks look like they're wanting to break it down. Stasiak with a closed fist out of a headlock. Unknown referee again warning AJ Frost about staying out of the ring. An Oklahoma roll. Got a crucifix roll up, count of two. Again, only 2 count. A.J. Frost getting the fans behind Nick Fury. Stasiak for a reversal, but Fury reverses. Fury with a super kick out of the corner. Baseball slide drop kick from A.J. Frost, and down goes Big Bubba Brooks. The juvenile delinquent being cut off. Power Crew living up to their name. Suplex attempt. A lot of hang time. He delivered. Float over into a press. That fall was broken up. Big Bubba Brooks is setting him up like a choke slam and a power slam combination. Lifted him up and just fell with him, dropping his weight across him. The elbow across the top of the head. These delinquents want to stay alive in this match. They've got to utilize their quickness and their agility and moving around the ring very fast. Attacks like that by Brooks will certainly end this match in a hurry. Fury set for the ride into the turnbuckle. Nobody there. A.J. Frost goes on the attack. Stasiak tries to disrupt it. Fury nails Stasiak. We've got a tag. Brooks sit for the... Wait a minute, a big double slam. The juvenile delinquent's able to kick out. I've never seen anything like that before. Not with one man lifting 2 men simultaneously, dropping all that weight.
At the same time, too.
At the same time. Jay Eagles even joined up here to take a look, and he knows that these juvenile delinquents are a threat to the tag title. In fact, either one of these, wait a minute, he's got his man, it looks like a Texas clover leaf. That's going to end it. Power Crew with a win. Wait a minute. Howdy Joe attacking the unknown referee. Throws him out of the ring. This match is gonna, I don't know. They're still going at it. I don't know if it's over or not. Brooks just slammed Fury. Frost with a DDT on the Stasiak. Evidently, this match is still going strong. Not over. Nick Fury with a frog splash. Count of 3. The ovation is huge.
Hold it now. I'm going to talk to the juvenile delinquents right ringside just in a second here. I'm going to talk to the juvenile delinquents.
Juvenile delinquents get the win.
Once again,
Power Crew from behind. Howdy Joe thrown over the top rope. Delinquents taking a pounding.
once they catch their breath here, because they had a very impressive win once we got a fair referee in there. And I want to congratulate you on that very good job of refereeing. I know he did not go to the winners to juvenile delinquents. The juvenile delinquents are the winners, even though they might have lost the war to win the match. The winners for juvenile delinquents, Nick Perry and A.J. Phillips. Come here just a second, fellas. Come down here ringside just a minute. Fellas, you guys was outweighed there by about 250 pounds, but you give these guys a hell of a battle for their money. And even though we had a cheating referee with a mask on in there, we emerged victorious once we got a fair referee. And this days of these cheating referees is going to be over with. We're not going to have that. But I know you guys got to have your eyes on one thing now, and that's the APW World Tag Team belts that are held by the Indians with Attitude, Chief J. Eagle, and Johnny Eagle, and of course, not Nimbus, James McCombs. AJ, you look great in there tonight. How do you feel about getting a chance for these belts?
Mama Brooks, Steve Stasiak. Every time you get in the ring with the juveniles, you see why we're the #1 tag team in APW. And as far as the tag titles go, sooner or later, the titles will be right here where they belong.
I know you're out of breath, Nick, but one thing for sure, you had some tough competition in Big Bubba Brooks and Stasiak, but you guys come out the winners, and I believe just with a little bit more ring time that you guys are going to wear those APW tag team belts.
We're ready now. Chief Jangle, come on, bring it on, baby. We're ready. You see what just happened to Steve Stasiak and Big Bubba? starts tonight. 896 number 7, then you go on and start. All right? I don't know what you ejaculated for, but this man is nothing. You ain't nothing to me. What do you say about that? Let me tell you something. When you were there running wrong way, you only put it the right way, but I'm the one with the front around here. You better watch me. So if you make the owner, I can find you, and send you, and you ain't got enough money. Together with good things. Now, that's the way I am. Now, think of it like everything back to back. The six man takes this off the roof.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Dan Paris, and welcome to Lenoir, North Carolina. We're at the home base of the Extreme Coastal Championship Wrestling, ECCW. We'll be taking a look in action. Two popular combinations. Brett Page and Nick Fury set to take on Cruise Control, David and Donovan Cruz. And fans, I'll be quite honest with you, since this group is very, very extreme, a lot of the lines on who is good and who is bad are pretty much blurred up here. A lot of these guys take it to the extreme. They're in it. This is the new millennium of professional wrestling, ECCW. And Brett Page has to slide out of the ring for a hiatus. And Cruise Control has met him on each side. Brett Page, Nick Fury to the top, wipes both men out with a dive over the top. I'll tell you, fans, each and every time I see this young man in the ring, no matter where he's at, we got another dive out to wipe everybody out. All of these men are very impressive, but I was going to say Nick Fury is just getting better and better, it seems. Spinning wheel kick. And David and Donovan Cruz with a double leg grapevine propel him over. Nick Fury's been turned literally a flip. David Cruz with a leg dive, putting his pressure on that leg, diving with that leg, pulling the hamstring in a position that's not designed to go. Sends Fury for the ride, a double boot into the midsection. Double drop kick into the side of the head at the same time. We've got a count of two. Donovan Cruz up and over Nick Fury. This match has been so hard to keep up with due to the rapid pace. Nick Fury with a super kick. Crowd seems to appreciate all these guys in the ring. And Fury taking David Cruz off the apron, and Fury and Page going to work on Donovan Cruz. And Brett Page with a vertical suplex. Drops his man. Yes, fans, this is the new kid on the block, the ECCW. And so far, from what I've seen, I've been very much impressed. And the superstar, Lance Starr, the commissioner newly appointed of ECCW, I'm sure he's going to be trying to keep things at bay and under control. Seems to be having a lot of problems with a few people. Nick Fury off the top with a leg drop. It looks like the fans are getting onto the case of Fury and Page. a series of punches. A hangman. Thought that was going to be a power bomb. Fury and Page. Double Irish whip and a lariat on the Donovan Cruz. Page with a fist drop. Count of 2. Crowd starting to get behind Cruise Control. Brett Page with a boot and a shoulder block into the midsection again. Chops his man right across the chest. Haymaker across the head. Sends him for the ride. Page with a boot into the midsection. Donovan Cruz coming back strong. Nick Fury laying the boots to him. I thought a moonsault, but he thought better of it. Caught him on the back of the shoulder. This didn't have the man positioned right to hit its full impact. David Cruz being lured into the ring. The Cruise Control looks like they're in a world of trouble at this point in time. Brett Page to the lateral press. Action on the outside getting kind of heavy. Brett Page laying the boots in to Donovan Cruz. Donovan Cruz sent into the turnbuckle, and Page goes in and nobody there. David Cruz makes a tag. He comes in cleaning house. Body slam. Lariat, Nick Fury. Brett Page over the top rope into the crowd. Fury sent for the ride. A high double leg takedown. Page goes down, shades of the Rock and Roll Express right there, fans. Cruise Control has Fury set up. That'll wrap it up. Cruise Control capture the win. An outstanding opening match. and Fury don't look too happy about it. But despite all this, I'm sure we'll be seeing another encounter perhaps in the future, but also all four of these men have some very, very bright futures. Stay tuned for more ECCW. All right, fans, we're set for a four-way dance as Blade is in the ring. Abel Adams at ringside. It just seems like to me everybody down here is at war with one another. Battle lines are so very much blurred. Blade with the backdrop. Got Blade and the Mad Scientist one-on-one. This, I understand, is a four-way dance. I've never seen the Mad Scientist before. With a hip toss. Anxiously awaiting another combatant to make his way out. We hear the music playing. That'll be Miles Long. Way to the ring is Lazarus. We got all four men. Under these rules, all four men can be in here at the same time. The Mad Scientist and Laz going toe-to-toe. That's Lazarus, otherwise Blade and Miles Long going at it, pairing off. I'm not sure if this is under elimination rules or under the sudden death rule, where there's only one fall elimination. I guess we'll have to wait and find out as this match progresses. And the mad scientist laying in the boots onto Lazarus. Men going toe to toe. And Miles Long and the mad scientist going at it in the corner. Miles Long and the mad scientist pairing off. Blade sends Laz to the mat. And to be quite honest with you, fans, I just don't know what's up with this Laz. I mean, we've seen him in NWA Wild Side. The people seem to like him. He's a weird individual. That's the only thing I can really say. I mean, I don't understand. Kind of reminds you of the legendary Adrian Street, the exotic one from the past in a way, but in a way so much different at the same time. But you could seem to think that they kind of have the same funny preference, if you get my drift. I would think so anyway. We don't want to get too off color with that, but I mean, that's as far as we'll go with it. And the mad scientist taking a pounding, and Laz gets a tremendous ovation. Blade with a lariat. And by the way, fans, right up here in Lenore, North Carolina, I want to tell you, for those of you who live in this area and happen to pick up WHKY TV 14, you get a plenty of wrestling on TV. A quick click plug, NWA Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling appears on that show. American Pro Wrestling appears on that show, on that channel. And also NWA Wild Side. So WHKY TV 14, a lot of these guys that may be popping up through ECCW certainly have a ton of television exposure depending upon where they may go. We got a dog pile. Blade has been eliminated. And the mad scientist and Miles Long exchanging kicks in the corner. The mad scientist doing some sort of Bronco ride onto Miles Long. Lazarus being jerked out of the corner by the mad scientist, and that was a low blow, a stomp blow. Laz backed into the turnbuckle, being punched in the midsection real hard and heavy. Kicked low. Miles Long going to take the mad scientist, ram him head first into the turnbuckle. Sends him for the ride. Miles Long a reverse on the Irish whip. Drop kick from the corner. The Britney Spear puts away the mad scientist. Lazarus pins miles long, and they're having some sort of romance in the ring together. He's going to kiss Dennis Price. This is rather sickening. Got the Generation Redneck, Bubba Kirk, Bubba Hogg Jr., Redneck Tommy Gunn, Johnny Love. I've just spoken to Lance Starr about joining me for the remainder of the card. It's so hard to do these shows solo. Truck, A.J. Hammer, and can't rightly tell this other man. Tracy James and A.J. Hammer. This ought to be a wild six-man tag team contest. The array of talent in this ring is just absolutely astounding. It's good to see the ringleader of the Rednecks, Bubba Kirk, after an absence. And Bubba Hogg Jr. with a headlock. Tracy James, he got a new ring attire. Couldn't quite recognize him coming out. Drop kick. It looks like Gunn and Kirk going to be set for the ride. On the outside, Hammer and Hogg going toe-to-toe. Wow, this is wild. Fans, this is why they call it Extreme Coastal Championship Wrestling. Basically, when you say extreme in layman's terms, and I hate to get off color, that means it's going to be wild as hell, and there's going to be plenty of kick-ass wrestling in the ring. And that's what's going down right now. It's Mack Truck unloading. Bubba Hogg Jr., the adopted nephew of Bubba Kirk, the ringleader of Generation Redneck. I'll tell you one thing about it, though. One person you don't want to cross is Bubba Kirk, that's for sure. Double axe handle. A.J. Hammer with a full arm ringer. Got a lariat. And Tracy James tags in, working over the arm. And a hammer lock. Drop toe hold from Tracy James. And Redneck's gun and Bubba Kirk on the outside looking on. Tell you the truth, you never can tell what Bubba Kirk's going to do. Bubba Kirk and this Redneck combination. Johnny Love, a lot of people like him. A lot of people don't like him. That seems to have to do with the political thinking on the Confederate flag, which is a different subject altogether. And also the fact that Bubba Kirk doesn't care whether you like him or not. The type of guy that could be your friend on Monday and your enemy on Tuesday. He's matter of fact, if there's $1 involved, you'll just kick your butt for it. And Mack Truck and Bubba Kirk, two of the big men, exchanging blows in the ring. And Mack Truck taking a pair of knife-edge chops, set for the ride. That big springboard elbow smash coming off of the turnbuckle. It hits his mark more often than not. A.J. Hammer tagged in and a double elbow smash. Don't let A.J. Hammer fool you. This guy may be he might be like me. He might have spent too much time at the dinner table, but he can get around. And not only that, he's very, very powerful in that ring. Mack Truck just nails him, meaning Bubba Kirk, who walked into a punch. Got a shoulder block into the midsection. And Tracy James sent for the ride into the turnbuckle. The Redneck dogging out Tracy James in the corner. There's no really other way to put it other than the fact that he's being triple teamed. Now what a pounding he's taken. A mighty big thrashing. Mack Truck comes in. Referee Dennis Price having to restrain Mack Truck. Bubba Kirk going to kicking on everybody. Tracy James takes the worst of it. Mack Truck gets the crowd awake and loud. Very, very obvious how popular this man is. And Tracy James going to be sent for the ride. A double boot into the midsection. And it looks like to me the referee's about to lose control. There was no tag between Hogg and Gunn. No tag at all. And Tracy James in the corner taking the boots into the hamstring. Tommy Gunn sends him for the ride. Tracy James into the turnbuckle. Takes a splash. Tommy Gunn drops all of his weight sort of like a bombs away. Well, with a lot less high impact, but nonetheless, it was all of his weight coming down across the leg. Tracy James, an elbow smash into the inset of the leg. And Mack Truck again brings these people back to life. Fans roar their approval. And Redneck Tommy Gunn having that single leg. Sort of like an arm bar on that leg, I guess you could say. A knee drop into the leg. A leg drop across the leg. The Rednecks are just really trying to dominate their foes here. And Bubba Kirk comes in. A.J. Hammer comes in. Mack Truck. We almost got everybody in there at the same time. Dennis Price ordering everybody out. Thought it was going to get nasty there. Tracy James is taking a pounding. Bubba Hogg Jr. laying those haymakers into that leg. And Bubba Kirk comes in. A split eagle. They tried to rip this guy's legs right out of their socket. The legs are not designed to go east and west at the same time. I guarantee you he'll be walking funny. Another incident like that takes place. And Bubba Kirk drops the bomb. I believe that could have been a headbutt. I didn't exactly pick up on it. I just saw big Bubba Kirk going down. There for a minute, I was stuttering as bad as my good buddy Junior Bentley. And by the way, I want to say hello to Junior. With all kidding aside, he is a tremendous friend of mine and a great, great man who's joined me in the past. And otherwise tonight, Lance Starr, you know, fans who they know him in here in Lenore, North Carolina. He's the commish. Everybody's breaking down on the outside of the ring. Tracy James being drugged to the center. Redneck Tommy Gunn takes the tag. Dennis Price didn't notice his feet on the bottom ropes, which that's a illegal infraction. Your feet are supposed to be on the ring apron during a tag. I guess Dennis is having a hard enough time trying to keep up with the other 6 men in the ring. We got a pile driver coming here, maybe. Tracy James puts on the brakes. Back drop, big back body drop. All 6 men about to go down. Redneck Tommy Gunn with a single leg Boston Crab. Well, now he's setting him up for something else altogether. I don't exactly know what he's going to do here, other than get an illegal assist from Bubba Kirk and Bubba Hogg Jr. Tracy James needs a tag. He needs to get out of there. The doctor, Dr. Johnny Love at ringside. We talk about one of the most roughest men in the business. He's got more money than Jimmy Carter's got peanuts, and I'll tell you one thing, that's where he gets all these thugs. Mack Truck comes in with a pair of body slams to make it 3 in a row. We got action on the outside of Tracy James and Bubba Hogg Jr. Inside, we got Truck for a cradle. Johnny Love interferes. Referee Dennis Price comes in. The Rednecks get a very controversial victory. Trying to get things restored here. Mack Truck laying. I guarantee you he'll be wanting a piece of Tracy James. Tracy just didn't understand how this was going to turn out. Evidently missed Johnny Love's interference all the way. He had to have. We got Jeff Victory, the current ECCW heavyweight champion. Set to defend his title. Against Bill Mudd. Fans, this will be a battle of the teacher and the student. And I want to apologize to all these young ladies that's on the card tonight that's doing valeting. I have no idea how to keep up with all these ladies out here. Due to the fact this is my first time at an ECCW event, and Jeff Victory has suffered some head injuries. And in American Pro Wrestling, sometimes he gets on the evangelical kick down there as Reverend Slim, and Bill Mudd, otherwise a protege of his in the past, evidently has to put The teacher-student relationship in the back seat for a shot at the title. Bill Mudd is powerful. He's raw. Exciting athlete. Ironically, the fans are cheering both of these men. Jeff Victory propelled across the ring, being powered across. Thrown. Victory with a kick into the midsection. Pair of knife-edge chops. Bill Mudd starts to light Jeff Victory up. Upside down and over the turnbuckle. Goes the heavyweight champion. And Bill Mudd says, no, we're not going to have this. We're going to get this back in the ring, and we mean now. Jeff Victory's thrown back into the ring. Hangman, that big neck, it didn't go across that top rope. Boot into the midsection by Mudd, sends Victory for the ride. A military press, gorilla slam. Lariat sends Victory over the top rope. Victory trying to escape from his protege. My thinking is his thoughts right now are just whatever it takes to retain the heavyweight title. Victory with a pair of chops in the turnbuckle sends him for the ride. Mudd with a reversal. Victory takes a back body drop. Mudd with a lariat. A second lariat. And Victory goes down on one knee in the corner. Seems to be asking for mercy here. And Bill Mudd must have took a questionable blow. Victory with a snapmare. Elbow smashing, nobody home. Arm drag by Bill Mudd. Mudd maintaining the arm bar. Mudd going to work across that arm with a pair of knee drops. Mudd being thrown out of the ring. Victory out after him. Victory nails Mudd. Victory nailing Mudd on the other side of the arena. We're fighting all over ringside. Looks like finally getting a little bit closer being in the ring. This is extreme, all right. Got some brawling going on in Dennis Price. Evidently, he's not going to count these men out. He wants to see this match resolved. Mud just smashed Victory's head into a chair. Victory into a table. Just drank a soda and popped him in the head with a can. Victory's wanting to get it back in the ring, as that's where he's headed. Bill Mudd still in pursuit. Mudd with a lariat in the corner. Gonna rain down those closed fist punches. Mudd with a lariat. And Jeff Victory throws Mudd outside the ring. This young lady going after Bill Mudd on the outside. Jeff Victory heads after Mudd. They're going at it outside, and once again, Mudd being thrown back into the ring. Victory taking the advantage. Boot into the midsection. Boot into the side of the head. Victory strutting his stuff. Once again, he gets a totally mixed reaction. Knee drop. Bill Mudd in a world of trouble. And Victory with a closed fist. Count of two. Mudd able to get his shoulder up. Victory with a snapmare and a variation of the body scissors. This is taking the oxygen away from Bill Mudd. It's very hard to breathe when you're getting squeezed. Bill Mudd comes out of this very tenaciously with a reigning series of closed fists. Misses an elbow smash. We got 2 and almost 3. Victory with a chin lock. Victory still having that chin lock. Mudd does not, I don't know, fans, we're at the 10-minute mark. I would say that he's got to be winded, out of breath almost. He's put up a heck of a battle. He's gave Victory everything he's got. You can tell that this man is trying to come back with a second effort. Mudd with a pair of elbow smashes. Goes up and over his man. Standing drop kick from Jeff Victory. Bill Mudd gets his shoulder up. Mudd responds with a pair of punches, sends him for the ride. Kick out of the turnbuckle. Neck breaker, Victory. Textbook. Bill Mudd being thrown outside the ring. I'm anticipating Jeff Victory to go out after him any time now. Victory's valet jawing with Mudd. Mudd acts like he's wanting to threaten her, and I hope he doesn't. Hope he doesn't knock her out. Victory raking Mudd's head along the top rope. Dragging his head along, trying to burn his face. Bill Mudd on the outside, he's trying to regroup. Jeff Victory on the attack. That punch seemed to stun Bill Mudd. Pair of kicks in the midsection. Mudd takes the attack. Choking Mudd on that middle rope. This young lady on the outside of the ring choking Mudd. She grabs his wrist, pulling his throat across that middle rope. And Victory peppering Mudd in the head with a series of punches. Seems to be going to set him up for something, maybe figure four leg lock. Young lady on the outside of the ring giving Victory an assist. Bill Mudd still feeling the effects of the figure four. And needs to get out of this. The longer he's in this move, fans, one of the most painful moves in professional wrestling, the less and less strength he has in those legs. And the more trouble he's going to have standing up, and those knees and those hamstrings and calves and the whole entire leg will be really just torn up. And Bill Mudd reverses the figure four. And Victory and Mudd both are feeling the effects of the reversal. Dennis Price, our official, he needs to realize that both of these men are tangled up here. The move cannot be easily escape. And Bill Mudd coming to his feet. Wobbly. Victory with a kick low. Victory nails Mudd. Once again, Mudd and Victory going toe-to-toe. Mudd sends Victory for the ride. Power slam. Count of 2. Victory attacking Mudd. Gonna set him up for a moonsault, maybe. Nobody there. Mudd and Victory exchanging punches. Lariat from Bill Mudd. Mudd has him locked. Vertical suplex. And Victory and Mudd still going toe-to-toe. Dennis Price takes a collision from Victory. Mudd is out of it. I don't think he knew that he was launching Victory into Dennis Price. A tackle, a spear. This lady's in the ring with a chair. She popped Bill Mudd right across the back. Bill Mudd is going to be pinned here, maybe. I hope not. What a travesty it would be. Dennis Price making 2. And Bill Mudd is able to kick out. He's able to kick out. Mudd being sent for the ride. Up and over, Victory. A spine buster. Only a count of 2, another near fall.